You are now tuned in to the Premier Hotspur TV. Sit back, get involved, comment away, because we are live.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Yes, guys, yes, we're back with another unbiased Premier League show. Tonight we have got a special guest. Matt can't be with us tonight. He is still on his course in London. But we have got cover up. We have got Danny, the Spurs fan. Before I introduce Danny, yes, guys, we are going live on Facebook as well for the first time tonight. If you are watching on Facebook, guys,
come on,
please can you just let me know if you are receiving the comments, and I'll let you know if I'm receiving comments as well, because some people's told me that there's a comment problem between Facebook and StreamYard. So guys, Danny, thanks for coming on, mate. It's appreciate
thanks for having me on.
Absolutely fantastic, mate.
Cheers, sir.
Firstly, before we get into the show, mate, just tell everyone about yourself. Tell everyone how you get involved in Sporting Tottenham.
Yeah, so I think it's a very similar story to probably a lot of us. It's always comes down from the dad, isn't it? The dad is always the one who's supporting Tottenham. For me, again, same thing. It was my dad who's the one that started out our whole family supporting Tottenham. But the funny story behind it is really quite interesting, because my dad, when he was younger, his first game that he was taken to as a youngster was an Arsenal game, right? And the first football shirt he was ever bought, or someone bought for him, was an Arsenal shirt as well. But which is strange, because you would have thought that being a young kid, the first team you see, and I can't remember what the game it was he went to, but they won the game, and you would have thought that by kind of a kid being influenced like that, in that way, with being given things from an Arsenal shirt and that kind of stuff, he would go on to support that team. But when I asked him what was the reason why you didn't support them and you supported Tottenham, and the reason was because at the time that he was at that age, the Tottenham team around then, they were playing some of the best football in that era. They were one of the biggest English teams in terms of what they've won domestically. In the cups and stuff like that, like with the European Cup and things like that. And that's the reason why he wanted to support Spurs. And his family were based around Edmonton and Tottenham, so that was another thing as well which played into it. But that was how he started supporting Spurs, and he started the whole family off supporting Spurs. So that is how I became a Spurs fan.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy, because like I was shocked when he first told me the story. I was like, really? Like your first shirt was an Arsenal shirt? Like, and he didn't go out and buy it, but someone bought it for him. So as a kid, it's like you think, oh yeah, that's maybe the team he's going to support. But I'm so glad it wasn't Arsenal. As much as we've been through our pain, and Arsenal, you could probably say, well, you can say they've won a lot more than we have over the last 30 years. But I wouldn't have it any other way.
Absolutely, Dan. Right, guys. That's Dan's introduction. So we'll get on to the show, guys. So as I said, guys, it's the Unbiased Premier League show again, guys. I will bring us the mini table. If you missed it during the week, guys, I'll bring it again to you. So the first game up, guys, it's the Friday night, tomorrow night, guys, 8 p.m. That's why I've done it for tonight, guys. So it gives the people with their predictions who is involved in the mini league, gives them plenty of time before this game tomorrow. So it is Fulham versus Wolves. It's the Friday night, guys, 8 p.m. I'll give you some team news for both sides, guys. Craney and Lookman and Roddick will not play. Bolly, Jimenez, Johnny, and Marcel will not play for Wolves. And questionable is Moutinho. Bolly was missed, Danny, against West Ham. He's a massive miss. He doesn't play on that side. Him and Cody got a great partnership together with SARS as well. When they normally play a back three, but I think they played as a back four at the weekend against West Ham. I think they missed him. How do you think this game's going to go? Fulham and Wolves.
It's quite a tough game, right? Because obviously Wolves were close against West Ham, and they were a bit unfortunate not to equalise in that game. To be honest, I do agree. Bolly and Cody are the two best centre back pairing, and yeah, I think they've kind of been a mixture between because I think they went into the season wanting to go into a back four by kind of the players they signed and how they set up, and they've kind of switched it a little bit through the season, but. I think with this one, it's because Fulham are how they are. For the last couple of games, Fulham haven't got the results they've wanted, and it's for me. I think it's going to be a tough one. I think it's hard. I think it might be a draw. I think I'm going to go for like something like 1-1, or if anyone's going to nick it, I think Wolves will probably nick it because the problem is even though Fulham are at home, they are struggling to score goals at home, and they don't let in a lot of goals at home. So I think I'm going to go for a 1-1.
Well, yeah, Fulham in the last 5 games only scored 3 goals, which is quite shocking for them. It really is for Fulham. And they've lost 4 of the last 5 coming into this game. So they're not on really good form for them. No. They had a period where they was going very good under
exactly
under Scotty Parker. But Wolves as well, they've lost 3 out of the last 5, only drawn 2 as well, and they've only scored 5 goals as well. So
that's why I feel like it's going to be like a draw. I think I can feel a draw coming on. I do get the feeling, right, if Fulham lose again, I think that it's going to, because obviously Newcastle drew with us on last weekend, I think that is going to be a big point drops if they don't win this game. I think it's going to be massive towards their end of the season, even though it's tight, but that they need to really win if they want to have a chance of staying up. And I do want them to stay up, but because obviously we like the way Fulham are playing and the way they've played football this season. They don't deserve to be in the bottom. It's just that they haven't finished the chances they've had, and you've seen it in a lot of the games. They could have beaten Liverpool. They should have beaten us. Really, in all honesty, in the second half, they absolutely outplayed us. So it's a shame that they're where they are because I don't really want to see them go down again. But the way it's going at the moment, if they don't pull out some of the results soon, it looks like that's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely, Danny. To me, Lookman's going to be a miss. He's been on fire for Fulham over the last couple of months. He's been pulling the results in for Fulham.
He's been their best player, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Mitrovic got a goal at the weekend, that's good for him because he's been out the team for a while now, and he's come back in at the weekend. And I'll tell you what, in that game against Villa, it was only them 2 subs for Villa at the weekend. Changed that in the second half because I thought Fulham were comfortable at 1-0 up. Me personally, I think Wolves can do this. I think Wolves can do this. 2-1. I can see Wolves getting back into this one. And getting
that's my heart is saying it's gonna. I can see Wolves nicking it. That they're gonna nick it. But I'm gonna go with 1-1. I'm gonna go with 1-1. But yeah,
absolutely. Before we get on, Paul left us a comment earlier. Paul, thanks for tuning in earlier, mate.
Cheers, Paul.
Performance incoming on Sunday. Lose to I think Dynamo Zagreb. Yeah. Hopefully, Trump's United. Typical fashion. Absolutely, Paul.
I hope so too, Paul.
Yeah. Yes, George. Sorry, I can get
George.
you on tonight, mate. I will text you later. See if we get on in the ones coming up, mate. But thanks for coming on. Cody Mack. Yes, Cody. Big up, Cody Mack.
Cody.
Yes, guys. Sign, buddy. Love it. And Vinash, hi, mate. Carlos, evening, lads. Yes,
Carlos.
So, guys, before we get on, guys, if you are tuned in, guys, and listening on Facebook, can if you are, just put a message so I know that we are receiving from Facebook messages as well. If not, I'll have to have a look at it. I have changed the settings today. So. Yes, guys. So we get into the other game. So I went with 2-1 Wolves, and Danny's gone. He's sat on the fence. He's gone with 1-1. So guys, we're going to the Saturday. The 12:30 kickoff. It's gonna be a cracking game. It's gonna be this one, guys. It's gonna be Man City versus Leeds. It's to be a really good game. This City are on fire, isn't it? I watched them against Dortmund. Was it last night?
Yeah,
Or was it Tuesday?
Night before.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday night.
And mate, they play some fantastic football. Seriously, De Bruyne was something else in that game.
They've upped the level again this season, I think. And what shocked me the most is that they haven't had a recognised striker this season. And Aguero, obviously being injured for the majority of it, everyone has chipped in with the goals. And like no one expected Gundogan to do what he's done this season.
Exactly.
I know he hasn't played a lot lately, but in that period where he was playing, he was on fire. He was absolutely unreal. So they're getting goals from everywhere, and that's why. And because of obviously Diaz solidifying their defense, they're just hard to break down as well. So this game I think it's going to be a high scoring game. Man City leads. Yeah. I think I'm going to go something like 4-2, maybe. I think something like that to Man City. I don't think Leeds are not going to win because Leeds they play very expansive football, so they're very open a lot of the times, and they go on the front foot. And against a team like Man City, who are just incredible when the way they play when they play on the front foot, I think they're going to be too strong for Leeds. I think it'll be a higher scoring game, but I can see Man City winning this like 4-2. I think something like that.
Yeah, we just go back on the actual team they got, mate. The depth, and these so-called Spurs fans always keep talking about our depth, talking about our depth, right? And I point this out the other day when they can bring on like the likes of Foden, Sterling, Aguero, and things like that. Against Dortmund, Sterling couldn't get on. He was a sub.
No,
he couldn't get on. Fernandinho couldn't get on. Was it Sergio Aguero couldn't get on? Look at these guys. I mean, you're talking about depth. This is proper depth. Torres didn't get on.
They've got world-class talent everywhere. Like they've got, you know how you've got teams, right? Teams have got some teams have got a really good first 11 or top-class first 11. But then when you look at their bench, for even Liverpool, for example, right? They've got probably a better bench than most people, but you can't compare the bench they've got to say Man City, for example. Man City's bench, every single player is just top class. And that's why they're where they are, because they've got the strength and depth.
Absolutely, Danny. Absolutely. So the form, guys. City in the last 5 games they've scored 11 goals. They've won all 5, and Leeds have won the last 2, and they drew 1 and then lost 2 in the last 5 as well. In the head-to-heads, guys, it's been only a couple of City wins, 1 for Leeds and 2 draws in the head-to-heads. And the last one out was the 1-1 at Leeds. I think that's when City was just coming into it, innit? They didn't have a pre-season. That was early in the season. But to me personally, this one's going to be a really interesting game. But to me, mate, if City, they're on fire, mate. They're on fire. I only can see one. As you went for what, Danny?
4-2 to Man City, I think.
4-2. Wow, yeah. I can see Leeds getting a goal because they're good at accounting.
Yeah.
They're good at attacking. They're no good at defending.
No.
And Bielsa, that's how Bielsa plays, isn't it? That really is how Bielsa plays. But to me, I can see it's going to be I think a 3-1. A 3-1 to City.
I thought 4-1 at first, but I think if Leeds play the way they're doing, if Leeds on a good day, right, no matter who they play, they can score goals against anyone. It depends on what Leeds turn up, because I don't think they'll win, but they'll give someone a better game if the proper Leeds turn up. Like they'll score more goals than you think. But yeah, I think Man City will be too strong. So I think I'm going to stick with 4-2 on this one.
Yeah, absolutely, Danny. We've got Evans Football Talk. Hello, it's me, Jasmine Clips. Oh, this guy's back in. Hey, this guy. I think this guy's a Chelsea fan. I'm positive.
Really?
Let me know. Let me know who you support, guy. I think it was in the chat the other day. Cody Mack says, "Imagine trying to make a living predicting the Premier League this year. You'll be homeless."
Yeah, I think so, Cody, man. I think so, man. Honestly,
yeah,
you just can't predict it.
Exactly.
You just cannot.
Absolutely. Yeah, Chelsea. Yeah, I was correct. Yeah, I
It's
knew.
Chelsea.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're bang on.
yeah. How was the weekend, pal? Ah, dear.
Oh god.
Slapped up against West
I
Brom.
think he's
No
forgotten about the
Paradise.
weekend. I think he's forgotten about the weekend already. They've gone 2-0 up in the first leg against Porto.
Oh, it's only Porto. Come on.
Yeah, but it's one step into the semis. It's one step into
Yeah,
that semis, and
yeah,
as soon as they get into that semis, anything can happen.
yeah. Well, yeah, it's true, but I
I'm,
can't
I'm
see
actually
it.
worried about it. I don't want Chelsea to win the Champions
I
League.
want City. I'm rooting for City, me.
For me, it's either City or Pochettino's PSG. I'd love to see him win a Champions League. In a way, it'd be like a slap in the face of Daniel Levy, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah,
If you think about it, if Poch wins a Champions League with PSG, it kind of says it all. It's like you back the manager, and obviously you can't deny who he's got in his team. But if they backed him, you never know what could have happened. But anyway,
exactly, Danny. And yes, we have got our first Facebook. Lee Fox, yes, Lee Fox, my old work
how you
buddy.
doing, Lee?
How's it going, pal? Oi, oi. And Lee, who you following these days? I totally forgot. And George, how's it going, pal? He's saying same as me. Cody says, go pot, go. Honestly, if he wins,
Yeah, I think I will as well. I think I will, Cody. I'd love it.
Guys, there was a tweet earlier. I saw it on Twitter. Someone's put up and said, "Would you rather see Spurs win the League Cup or PSG go on to win the Champions League?" Oh, come on. I know it's Pochettino.
Your club comes first, no matter what. If we don't win a League Cup, then of course you're going to want them to win it because you want him to show everyone what he can do.
Exactly. Oh, he's a Spurs fan, Lee. Go on, Foxy lad. Go on, lad.
Go on, Lee. Come on, you Spurs.
And if I was a Spurs fan, I wouldn't want Poch to win. Otherwise, Spurs getting bants.
I get that. Yeah. But we know what's going on in our club. We know where the problems lie in our club. So
listen, yes, Yusuf. Thanks for tuning in, pal. Listen, we've got to get over Pochettino now. Yeah, I mean, I've got over him already. You know what I mean? It's Jose now in charge. So yes, guys, that was the Man City Leeds. Danny's gone for 4-2. I've gone for 3-1. But I wouldn't be surprised if it is that high. And Danny, the next game as well. After that, the 3 o'clock. It's going to be an interesting one. Liverpool versus Aston Villa. What a game this is going to be.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game.
Absolutely.
I think that hinders. I think that hinders on for Aston Villa to come out with anything from that game. I think that hinders on Grealish being fit. If Grealish is fit, because I don't know because I know he's been training, but I don't know if he's going to be ready for that game. But there was talk that he was going to be available, but
he's available. I can confirm that he's available.
Yeah. So if he's playing, then it's going to be a tight game. I think Liverpool, the way they played against Arsenal, they just absolutely outplayed them. And I think it'd probably be, I'd say 3-2 Liverpool. I think even though Grealish is going to be back, but you know what they're like. Aston Villa are a completely different team when Grealish plays. He motivates. He's like he kind of does what he does to Villa is kind of what Harry Kane's been doing for us this season. Like he just pulls us through the sort of mud, like when we really need it. Obviously, not as much as what it could have been, but if it wasn't for Harry Kane this season for us, we'd be in a complete different place. And I think it's the same for Aston Villa. Without Grealish, they wouldn't be where they are and how well they've played in some of the matches.
Absolutely, Danny. Fantastic there. But do you know what? Right, I'm looking at the players going to be out for Liverpool for the weekend. Is Gomez, Henderson, Matlip, Origi, and Van Dijk. Massive players. Yeah. And I'll tell you now, if as you said, Grealish comes back into that team, mate, and I'll tell you now, anything can happen in this game.
That's true.
Liverpool just come off a bad result against everyone. Was thinking without Ramos, without Varane, Liverpool was going to slap up Real Madrid, and they were poor. I really do think they were poor the other night. And I think
I did see that they weren't that great. Yeah, they really weren't.
No, they weren't that great. But Villa's got no new injuries. Looks like they're going to be full strength against Liverpool.
Do you know, I'm going to change my prediction. I'm going to go 2-2. 2-2.
He's gone 2-2. I'm going to
2-2.
Do you know what, right? The way Conte's playing as well at the minute, he's been playing fantastic. What a player he is.
Yeah, he's a very good player.
With Tyrone Mings. Tyrone Mings, everyone's been spouting his name at the minute. Yes, he's a good defender, but he's got mistakes in him as well.
Yeah, he does. I think Conte's a bit more composed on. He's still. I don't think he makes as many mistakes as Mings has made. From what I've seen this season, anyway, just watching the games. I mean, if you're going to choose one who you'd have in your team, you'd say Conte. But that's my opinion.
Absolutely. So, to me,
what are you going for then, Matt? Simon?
Listen, with these injuries, mate, and I can see with Grealish being back, mate, because he's the one. He's the focal point for Villa.
Yeah.
Everything goes through Grealish. If Villa wins, Grealish is there. They've got a good result against Fulham. I think Trezeguet and that Keenan Davis, mate, they ripped it up in the last 20 minutes. They really did. And I do like that Keenan Davis. I think he's a bit of top player. But me,
a player as well.
I think Grealish, if he starts, I can see a 2-1 Villa. I really can. I can
really?
See them.
You're going for the Villa win?
I can see it. I can see it, Danny. I'll tell you now. That's what Cody,
you can see it. You can see it.
Yeah. That's what Cody said earlier about these results in the Premier League. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, it's true. No, it's true. I mean, for us, you'd ideally you want a draw for that game. For us, anyway, as in terms of the Spurs,
I know.
You want a draw, but you want a draw, I know what you mean. You can see Villa stealing this one. If the Liverpool turn up, who turned up against Real Madrid, if they turn up to that game like the way they played like that against Villa, then we're going to be in for a good game as a neutral to watch. Yeah,
absolutely. I think it'll be a fantastic game. This really is.
Yeah.
Yusuf says Matt's got new hairstyle. And Evan talks say it's not. It's not Matt. He's predicting 7-2 to Villa last time.
7-2.
I'm saying 2-2.
That's what I'm going for, George.
Yusuf says with Van Dijk 7-2 without.
Just imagine if they have another scoreline like that.
Wow, Jesus!
Madness! It would be absolute madness.
Absolutely. And Eunice, yes, thanks. Yes. Nice one, come and chat. He's always in the chat, Eunice. He's top. He's always on every channel.
Good lad.
He's absolutely fantastic, Eunice.
He supports everyone, Eunice.
Yeah,
top man.
It would be nice to see Spurs playing right now, but I know, Eunice.
We've got to wait till Sunday. Unfortunately, Eunice.
Eunice says, what is happening to Matt? Used to be on every stream, now becoming like hyper. No, Matt's returning back to work. He's a fitness instructor. He's got back to go to London. You have to do some courses. He's a busy man at the minute, so he'll be back on tomorrow, guys, for our Q&A tomorrow night, guys. So he'll be back. And Evan's football talk. It's going to be 7-2 again. He says Matt in London to watch the top games. I know it's not Matt's bros. Yes. And that's that one, guys. So guys, smash the like, guys, subscribe to the channel and keep your comments coming, guys. And if you're live on Facebook, guys, I know you can message because we've had Lee in the chat. So anyone else on Facebook, get us in there. And yes, leave your Foxes come back in as well. And then the next one, guys, it's this one, guys. It's gonna be. I'll tell you now, it's gonna be another good game. It really is. Crystal Palace versus Chelsea this Saturday night, 5 p.m. We've got some comments in here. Lee says, "Why have I never seen this before?" Lee, it's because this is the first time I'm going on Facebook Live. Someone told me the other day you should start using Facebook, Twitter, so record on all three at a time. I didn't think you could do it. Didn't think you could do it, but you can. So, Lee, thanks for tuning in, pal. Yusuf, so Danny, don't forget me. Yes, Yusuf. Yes, we know you're on it all the time, every single one, mate. 7-2, the new ABBA song rather than Waterloo. Eunice, Danny is a brilliant, love it.
Yes, Eunice.
Yes. and beloved Hotspur, my brother Adam. How's it going, pal? Yes, guys. How's you both doing? Yes, we're fine, pal. We're fine.
We're good.
Absolutely.
We're good.
You doing live on Facebook call? Yes, I'm going live on Facebook. And Evans Football Talk, Chelsea fan, 19-0. He says Chelsea. So Danny, before we get into yours, mate, the team user Klein, Ferguson, MacArthur, Sacco, and Tompkins out for Palace. Thiago Silva suspended, and MacArthur is questionable. So bear it in mind when you're going through your prediction there, Danny.
I think this is a London derby, right? And Palace are one of Chelsea's kind of bogey teams over the years. And I can honestly see if I've got a feeling that Crystal Palace will get a 2-1 victory here. I honestly can see it because they are their bogey team. And just by the last results in the Premier League and how Chelsea have been playing, because Chelsea, even though they've been winning, grinding out the results, right, apart from obviously the weekend where they just got absolutely annihilated, I can honestly think Palace might just get scrape a 2-1 victory here because they played well in the last match, and I can see it. I can see a 2-1 here.
Yep, 2-1 Palace.
What do you think, Si? What do you think about this game?
Just get to a couple of chats here. Eunice says hello. Hello, Eunice. Finally, you early. Yeah, he's normally late, Eunice. Cody, maybe they can both lose somehow. I think Cody's. Oh yeah. Who do you want to win, Arsenal or Racist? Racist Love. Do you know what? We got to go for Slough. We can't have Arsenal getting. We can't have Arsenal winning that trophy. I'll tell you now.
Racism aside, Arsenal cannot win. I'm sorry, but they cannot do better than if Arsenal progress. If they just to say, right, think about it, lads. If Arsenal were to win the Europa League, how bad that will look on us. Yeah. It will make us even more of the joke. And they cannot. I'm sorry, they cannot win. They cannot get through this tie.
Yeah, absolutely. What's it? Cody Matt say maybe they both can lose somehow. Eunice says unfortunately Chelsea will win this 2-0. Yes, Will. Yes, Will Stewart.
Yes, Will. I love Will.
Get over to Will's channel, guys. Brings absolutely seriously. He brings some real. Yeah. He's grafting away lately. He's grafting away, Will.
Yeah, everyone needs to get onto Will Stewart THFC rants because he is a great show to get on.
Yeah,
subscribe and get on that channel.
Yes. And Joel says, I'm saying 5-1 Chelsea. Wow. Will says, Daddy is your brother, possibly on a YouTuber too. Hey.
Unless it's a brother from another mother.
Somebody get naked running on the pitch in the United game. Oh, is there? I got it on.
I've got the Ajax game on in the background here.
Ajax, brilliant. So go into the form to these guys. Palace, do you know what? They played really well against Everton. As I said, they got that dangerous attack in it of Eze, Zaha, Townsend, Benteke, and
the thing is, Palace are good at home. They're pretty decent at home, and like I said, they are Chelsea's bogey team. And I've got go on, Si.
Go on, mate. Go on, finish off.
No, yeah, I just got this feeling if they because they're trying to juggle between the Champions League right now and they don't want to, they're going to focus on that Champions League. I know they're going to try and focus on the league as well, but I just think that there's a possibility that they're going to play the same way, keep passing the ball a lot, and I think Palace are going to attack them, and I think if they can hurt them, they really can with the players they've got. With Eze, Zaha, and Benteke and Townsend, that they can. So yeah, I think I'm going to stick with 2-1 Palace here. I'm going to go for a Palace victory.
Go on, he's going hard. Yeah. So I said with Palace, seriously, mate. I think they were unlucky not to go on and win that game. Against Everton.
Yeah, I agree.
Away. They are much better away this season because they use that counter attack and they sit in. And Roy has some counter attack because they've got that pace, mate. Unbelievable pace. And Chelsea, I said, just coming off a very good away win against Porto, and
Yeah.
they lost against West Brom 5-2. But apart from that, they've had a really good run in with Tuchel, and the head-to-head Chelsea have won all 5.
Yeah.
They've won all 5 and quite
Well, they beat
dominating
him.
as well.
Was it 4-0 early on in the season?
Yeah, it was 4-0. Yeah, battered them. But me personally, I can see a real tight game here. Palace.
Yeah.
They're not very great at home. They're better away, but as I said, with that attack, they'll hurt anyone if they perform on the day. And I'm going to go with 1-1. I think it's going to be a 1-1. 1-1. So guys in the chat, what do you reckon? We have got Will say there is a guy named Kenny, I think, with your last name who does Spurs content, Danny.
So Will, just to put like some elaboration on that. So in England, a very common surname is Smith, and in Greek, my surname is it's like the equivalency of that in Greek. So Kyriaki is quite a common surname. So there's probably a lot of them out there.
Oh dear. Cody says, my parents are Crystal Palace supporters. Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Didn't know that, Cody.
I must have been adopted. I'm
Cody, there's something not telling you there.
I'll tell you what, Cody. I've come from. I've got my family's. Everyone supports different. My dad's a Chelsea. My mum's a QPR.
Really?
My brothers. I got 2 brothers support West Ham. I've got one who supports Spurs. I got another one who supports Chelsea. So yeah, it's diverse.
How comes everyone's so different then, Si?
I just don't know, mate. So I didn't want to follow Chelsea. I saw Gascoigne in 1990, mate. And I thought this is
you saw real passion, real supporters at that time. Yeah,
exactly. And 29-0 to us. There is an idiot showing off to Bruno, Ollie, and Rashford. That is Chelsea, Simon. He chose the best option. No, he didn't. Lads. He got to done. So yeah, I'm going to go with this one, guys. I'm going to go 1-1. I really think it's going to be a very tight game.
Yeah.
And without Thiago Silva at the back, Chelsea look. They crumble like a packet of biscuits at the weekend when Silva went off. I don't think there's no excuse in the world that because you're down to 10 men that you crumble. Look at us against Arsenal. We went down to 10 men and we didn't crumble. We could have got an equal. We could have got a draw out of that one.
Yeah.
That's no excuse because he did five against.
It was quite. I mean, I watched that game, right, and it was so entertaining watching as a neutral. Watching to see how West Brom playing because it's like every time they countered, they looked like they were going to score, but a lot of the times they did, and it was just their passing was like perfection every single time they scored. Every single move of all their goals was just brilliant football, and it was quite a joy to watch, especially against Chelsea as well. You never expected that. Like that. That's an example of no one saw that coming. No one saw that coming.
I said in my prediction 3-0 Chelsea. Oh, what?
I think I went 2-0 Chelsea. I think I did in my one.
Was that? Yusuf, what about Danny's parents though?
My dad's a Spurs fan through and through. He'll never support any other team. Always been Spurs. He's been a Spurs fan 40 years.
Evans Football Talk say, "How dare you pick 1-1 to Oh, I can see Palace nicking it. I really can.
That's what I've gone for. I've gone for a 2-1 Palace.
So Danny's gone bold. He's gone out. He's puffed at the chest.
I've gone for it. Definitely for this one. Definitely for this one.
Nick the Chelsea win. You are just putting yourself at risk. No, Yusuf, I'm about 6 points clear of that leaderboard. So listen, I'm not putting up. Facts and Stats says, I come from a family of 6 Arsenal fans. I'm the only Spurs fan. Wow, Facts and Stats. Yeah, well played. Well played. Yes, mate. You saw it. He saw the light.
Yeah,
of course he did. Yusuf says, I got a brother who's a Milan Madrid supporter, and I'm Atletico Spurs. So we always got a heated relationship when it comes to football.
I
You
can
say 40
imagine.
years. That's twice your age, Dan. Haha.
No. If you knew my age, you wouldn't be
So,
saying that.
Thiago Silva with all 29. Oh wait, Thiago Silva, mate, you'll be missed at the weekend. Trust me. Facts and stat. That's bold, bro. It's Eunice, not Yusuf. I'm Yusuf. Haha. Right. Okay, pal. So yes, we'll go on to Sunday, guys. And there's some really good games Sunday as well. The 12 o'clocker. Oh, it could be a boring one. This one. Depends how you think it's going to go. Burnley versus Newcastle, the 12 p.m. guys on Sunday. Before we get to Danny there, we've got Anthony Barnes still out. He's been out so long now for must be a terrible injury. Brady and
It's quite a
Peters
while now.
and we've got Long questionable. And for Newcastle, Hayden is a massive miss for Newcastle in that centre midfield. He does a real good job in there. So he's missing, and Shah and Callum Wilson's questionable. So that's going to be pivot for them. They've got to have him back. So how are you going to see this coming? How do you see this going to plan out, Danny?
It's a hard one because it seems to be the case right this season from when I've seen it. Every time a team comes up against Spurs and we play absolute like dog shit, and then they get like a little bounce of confidence, the teams that play us in the next match. So Newcastle, they've had such a bad run, obviously before the Tottenham game, but like you said, they've got Saint Maximum's back now as well, and he's a massive player for them. If is Callum Wilson going to be fit for that game, or
Callum Wilson's is questionable, so it could be 50-50.
I think if he plays and starts with St. Maximum, I think they're going to win the game 2-1. If he doesn't, I think it'll probably be a draw. I think it's one. I can't see Newcastle winning it unless he plays, to be honest.
Right. Okay. So
I'm going to go based on. Oh, it's a tough one. But I'm going to go for if Callum Wilson starts, I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle.
Oh well, there you go. 2-1 the Geordies if Callum Wilson starts. Burnley were unlucky against Southampton. How can you lose a two goal leader? That's Spursy all day long, that one.
Yeah.
But Southampton, mate, they play some fantastic football in that game.
Yeah, they do.
And then they did beat Everton at Everton, Burnley away. And then they got a draw against Arsenal. So they've been unlucky. And they got a draw against Leicester.
Yeah. Sean Dyche knows how to get the results, though. Or he gets them playing a certain way. So it's a tough one. I just think that they're going to have a bit Newcastle, because they're going to have a little bit of confidence in the way they played against us. And I think if Callum Wilson does start, it's going to give him even more of a little confidence boost. So I think, I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle. 2-1
Newcastle. Right. The last head-to-heads between them, Newcastle's won 3, Burnley have won once, and there's been one draw. And the last outing was 3-1 the Geordies at Newcastle. But this one, I think, as you said, if Callum Wilson doesn't play,
it's a different game.
Goals. Yeah, it's a different. But I can see Burnley just nicking one. 2-1. I'm going to go with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so
interesting.
I fancy because Burnley. I mean, if you look at their last results, they've been unlucky.
Yeah, no, they have been unlucky. It's just
the last hammering was against us. You know what I mean? So
yeah, true. It's true, but yeah, true. I just think though, with the Premier League, right, as much as form, I just think form a lot of the time is irrelevant in the Premier League, because it's like one week you can play against a team and you absolutely spank them, and then the same team goes and beats who's just been spanked, goes and beats like a Liverpool, or goes and beats an Arsenal the next game. It's like how you just can't. It's so hard to predict games and results, especially this season.
Yeah, absolutely, Danny. Absolutely. So yes, guys, keep the comments coming in, guys. Smash the likes, subscribe if you already haven't, guys. We have got some comments here. Dun, 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 dun. Evan said, when I heard boring, I thought Burnley versus Newcastle. I think 24.
I think he's playing a bit of FIFA there.
He is, isn't it? He's playing a bit of me. Back from that TV guide. You say Joel Daddy got that exercise bike. Told you he's the best replacement for Matt. They are slimmer. Yeah, do you know what it's because Matt he's got one in his room as well. So Daddy, you got to be careful if you this. He scales your room. Does he? Looks behind you and he'll tell you. He'll tell you everything.
He'll see my suitcase on the bed there. I haven't unpacked yet.
Jules saying, I'm saying 1-1. Prediction 24.
That's FIFA amateur mode. That is.
Who wins the league? Who will get the gift? I told you, the winner of that mini league of ours. If I get top, second place, I will buy them a shirt of their choice. I've told you this, guys. Bob Spurt TV, the cap and the beards. Big up, lads.
Yes, Bob Spurs.
Yes, Bob's. And Evans talk. So Ben Meat hat trick. You mean Ben Meir? Yeah, and I know what he means. So next one, guys, there'll be a yes, Brian as well. Yes, lads.
Thank you, Mr. Daigle.
Yes,
I love Mr.
Brian.
Daigle.
Yes, he gets around as well. Him and Bob's as well. They all get around. I tell you now.
He really does. Guys, he really does.
They do not sleep. I'll tell you now. These are like owls there. I tell you. So the next one, guys, will be very interesting. Very interesting. It's the West Ham Leicester. The 2:05 kickoff on Sunday. Absolutely.
That's another great game.
This is we've got to be careful what we say here as well, Danny, because this can be, if we beat United, we probably want to draw it between these two.
Yeah.
West Ham, a bomber. Randolph, Declan Rice is still out. Yarmolenko, and for Leicester, Harvey Barnes, Justin Morgan, Sosonchu. That's a massive miss for them. And under is a questionable. How do you think it's going to plan out, Danny?
This is a tough game. Do you know what, right? Considering, I know I said it before, I'm going to be contradicting here. I can see West Ham winning this one 3-2 because the way they're playing at the moment, they've got no fear. They're playing with no fear, and they're playing as a team, like a unit. Everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone's got their specific jobs, and they just know how to play as a team. Especially you've seen it how Declan Rice and Souček have been playing together. Some of the best partnership you see in this league. If one of them goes, the other one stays, and vice versa. And they just know what they're doing, and they're playing with Lingard's obviously helped them even more now, and probably no one expected that. So I think they're looking at this top four now, and they're thinking we can actually do it if we keep playing the way we're playing. We can actually get the top four, and it's theirs to lose, really, in a way. So I can honestly see them fighting for this game. I think I can see them winning it. As much as I don't want them to win it, I'd love a draw. That's the obviously best result for us, but I can see them edging this one and getting a 3-2 victory here. Yeah,
absolutely, Danny. Nice one for your prediction there, mate.
Cheers.
And I cannot disagree with you, Danny, at the minute, mate. The way West Ham are playing at the minute, they've literally scoring for fun. They're literally scoring for fun.
It's tough to watch, but because
about 10 goals in the last 5 games. It's brilliant football. West Ham playing at the minute.
Yeah, it is. It is tough to watch because obviously no one expected West Ham to be like this season, and obviously West Ham as being West Ham, it's like it makes it even worse for us. But you got to give them where credit's due, and they've done so well to be where they are. And look, if they were to finish in the top 4, no one can deny that because they would deserve it because the way they've played, they're playing as a team. And it's like, for example, for us, where you can see that there's a lot of the time there's no team cohesion there. It's like they're not playing as like a unit, and they were. I think when in the stages at the beginning, the first sort of 11 games when we were sort of top of the league, they were playing as a team and everyone knew what their job was. And you had the like PM or Højbjerg and you had Sissoko dropping back and they were helping out the defenders. And I think that helped a lot. But since that Liverpool loss, it just did something to their confidence. It's just completely shattered it. And they just got nervous and scared in so many games. So yeah, for me, this game anyway, I was drifting off there a little bit, but yeah, this game I think the West Ham are going to sneak this one 3-2. I think Lingard's going to score again, no matter what. So if he's in your fantasy team, you're going to get some points for you there.
Do you know what? Right? Do you know what? Me and Matt in January, when the January transfer window come around, in the comments about Lingard and that, and everyone laughed at us. Seriously, me and Matt was talking about him, and everyone laughed at us. Do you know what I mean? And look at him now. Absolutely, people say, "Oh, it's only because he's gone to West Ham." That guy had something to prove. I'm telling you now. He had
Do you
something
know
to
what?
prove.
Right, I'm gonna be honest with you. Right, I didn't want Lingard to come because I didn't like if there was the option there. I didn't want him to come because I didn't think he would do a better job than what we have. But I think the way he's playing in that team, the way David Moyes has got him positionally, I think it's suiting him to the ground. So whether or not it would suit us, the way we play in the formation and the tactics that we play, but saying that, Jose Mourinho was the one who got the best out of Lingard out of any managers had at United. And he absolutely loved Lingard because of his professionalism, his work rate, and that's why he liked him. So now when you look at it now, you think, maybe he actually would have done a lot better job for us than say someone like Dele Alli, for example, because they're the two players you compare the most because they're similar players, similar style, and like in terms of what they bring to the team. But Lingard's on fire at the moment; it's absolutely on fire, and I can't see it slowing down at the moment. I think he's growing in confidence, and yeah, I think West Ham are going to win this one.
Well, as I said with Jesse can play in that number 10 role. And I think he'll slot in right in there for Tottenham. I know Lucas is on fire at the minute as well, but I think Jesse Lingard will have gave that as well. You know what I mean? So that would have been great for us as well. And West Ham have won 2 out of the last 5. They've lost 2. They drew 1. Leicester come off a bad performance against Man City. They were terrible.
Oh,
I think only 3 attempts on goal all game.
Yeah,
Leicester side.
Well, you saw them, right? They were just sitting back and they just couldn't get out their half. A lot of the game, they couldn't get out their half. And I actually thought at times that Leicester were going to break because when Leicester break, they're one of the best counter-attacking teams in the league. But they just couldn't get out. Man City it was like they were suffocating them, and it was just quite interesting to watch because they just made them look like they couldn't play football. Like they couldn't get out the half a lot of the times. And you could only see it going one way after that. And you knew it was just a matter of time until they scored. And look what the result was. So,
absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And apart from that, City, they've won 3. And they've drew 1. And Leicester have got the upper hand in the head-to-head. Just about what West Ham did beat them in the season at Leicester 3-0. Very comfortable as well. And I can't see nothing but a West Ham win. I really can't.
Yeah, I can't.
West Ham. Okay, everyone said about Declan Rice didn't play against Wolves, but look how they played against Wolves. I think they were fantastic in that first 15 minutes. They absolutely took the sword to Wolves, and I think if they do the same, mate, I can see this being. It won't be a hammering. I think just a very close 2-1 to West Ham.
2-1. Okay. Is Declan Rice injured for that game?
He's out.
He's out. See, that's going to be a big loss for them.
Yeah, but the thing is, Noble come in against a very good Wolves side, and I think Noble done a very good job.
He did well. He did well.
So, but it will come against a very different midfield of Ndidi so we've got some comments here. We've got a few to catch up on. Got Cody. Sorry, Daddy. The beard is taken. You can be one. You can be one. Every football. Bale. Ryan Bagel. Brian Bagel. Congrats on your
Brian Bagel. I love it. Brian Bagel.
Oh dear Jesus. Oh, sorry, mate. We got a few here. I didn't realise how far. Got Brian. Love you, Daddy, too, man. Lisa says I'm trying to scan Daddy's background, but isn't much clear. Brian says, eat, sleep, breathe, drink Tottenham and repeat with a few mental breakdowns in between.
Yeah, I think more than a few mental breakdowns there, Brian.
Prediction, West Ham 3, Leicester 3, Dawson hat-trick. Dawson and in a
That's a good prediction. That's a good prediction, actually. That's a good prediction.
And yes, Clive from Facebook, Foxes, he's a Leicester fan, this Clivey lad.
I agree with what he's saying, but West Ham's fight this season in a lot of their games has been, you haven't seen this kind of fight from them for a long time. They're playing with fight in their team. Like they won't give up as well. So it's going to be a tough
game. Champions League as well. But big up Clive. Thanks for coming in. And I think West Ham just going to nick you. Yusuf says, is that the Big Ben wallpaper? Haha.
No, it's New York City.
New York City. Wait.
New York City.
Yes, Tommy. We'll see you later, Tommy.
Yes, Tommy.
No, we can't have West Ham winning. Are we finishing above West Ham, chaps? It depends. It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard. Unfortunately, I don't want to play it, but Carlos reckons West Ham's going to bottle it. I don't think so, mate. Seriously, I hate to say it. I really do hate to say it, but
it's going to be hard because. Yeah, go on.
Go on, mate. Go on, mate.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I think it is going to be quite hard to get into that top four. I think for me, if we can't beat United, I'm not saying that we should beat United, but I'm saying if we can't get that result against them, I think it's just going to be so detrimental for the rest of the season for top four hopes. I think that just puts us back even more. Because then it's like two opportunities in the last 2 weeks, and we bottled them both. So, and this is kind of what happened last season as well. When we had two big opportunities, we go and lose to Sheffield United, and then I can't remember the result afterwards, but I think we drew it. I can't remember who it was. But
was it Brighton?
Was it Brighton?
1-1 was it?
Yeah, I think it might have been. And and then that was kind of our top four hopes done. So it might be the same. I just hope it's not the same again this season. I really hope that we can come out of a result against United.
Exactly, Danny. Will says Brian is in like 10 vids at once. He is. Seriously, every
all the tabs open. Yeah.
Crazy laugh out loud. Brian says, Will living the dream. I am. Let's try for 15 streams at the same time. Eunice says Sonochu is such a solid defender. He's yes, mate, he's brilliant. He's absolutely fantastic. Such an upgrade from future, and Wes Morgan. Evans football talk. Hi Will. Hi Willie Stewart. Granada losing to United 1-0. Rashford, who got it by that idiot naked. So thanks guys. Thanks for coming into the chat, guys. Keep chats coming, guys. Smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. And Will saying hello to Evan.
Smash that like, guys, and smash that subscribe.
Yeah, let's get it going, guys. The next one, guys, it's this one. It's our one. It's the big one. It's the big one of the weekend, guys. It's the Tottenham versus Manchester United at the new White Hart Lane. I called it. It's not the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I call it the White Hart Lane. And still in and it's the 4:30 on Sunday. Danny, you said it's going to be a real tight game. It's going to be how are we going to call this? Before you do, mate, we've got Davies and Doki out on the team. We've got Bailey, Jones, and Martial will not play for United. Here we go.
See, I think Martial is the biggest loss for them because he always performs against us. Every single time he plays, he always performs against us. He always causes us the biggest problems. It's such a tough game because at this moment, you don't know. Obviously, United are in a decent form at the moment, but you don't know what United's going to turn up. And with Tottenham as well, you just don't know what Tottenham's going to turn up. I can never... It's hard to always say, Tottenham are going to lose because it's your club. And you can never say... you can never sort of bet against your own team. But on Sunday, see, my heart's saying it's going to be a draw. We're gonna win because of just how everything is going at the moment. But my head says it's a draw. I don't know if we're going to be good enough I mean, if we play like we did against Newcastle, because it all depends on how we play. Because in all the big games this season, since the last one we won, we just look like we just look scared. We just look nervous to play against them. And I just feel, even though Mourinho might not set up the team to play defensive, I think they kind of just sort of start to fall back and sort of sit up a sort of low block, because they're just in fear of playing out and making a mistake and getting punished for it. And I'm probably gonna say, I want to try and be as realistic as possible. I'm gonna probably say 1-1. I'm gonna say 1-1. As much as I want us to win, I'm gonna say
Danny's
1-1.
he's not feeling comfortable. Confident, I mean, not comfortable.
Yeah.
Confident. Wow. Knowing we come off that 2-2, guys. Me personally, and obviously we come off losing to Arsenal in that going out Europa League and that. But we did get a good win against Villa, and we should have won against Newcastle at the weekend. Do you know what I mean? It was 5 minutes to go, and I knew soon will it come on. I said this Gooner's going to get it. I knew it was written in the stars that this Gooner's going to upset our day. And
it's always the case, though. It's always the case. Always the players that never bloody score, and and they always score against us every single time, just to make the wounds even worse.
Exactly. But me personally, United were lucky against Brighton. I think Brighton.
Yeah, they were lucky.
Brighton got the early goal. Go on, mate.
Brighton looked like Barcelona against us when they played us. They look like Barcelona.
But to be fair, Graham Potter's got Brighton going down there, mate, and we were fit Danny Welbeck, and Adam Lallana as well, mate. Seriously, 2 really good players. If they can keep them fit for the rest of the season, mate, seriously, they'll be fine.
But Trossard is looking good as well. Trossard, I do like the look of Trossard. He's coming into a lot of good form at the moment.
Yeah. When Brighton went 1-0 up, and they had another chance to go 2 up straight after that, and I think that was the killer, Danny. They did not get that killer goal, and then United, mate, they grind results out, and they were lucky in that one. And then they got battered against Leicester at Leicester United. Do you know what I mean? So me personally, if Jose picks the right team here, I can see Tottenham doing this 2-3-1. Me personally, I'm going out, mate. I'm going out.
My heart is saying 2-1. My head is saying 1-1, right? It all depends on who he plays, and you just don't want to see one of these games, right, where he goes and plays like Moussa Sissoko as a right winger and trying to help cover for the right back he chooses, or like if he picks Aurier, for example, and he's going to put Sissoko there to help him out. I mean, that for me, if I see that, I know it's not going to be a good game. I'm sorry, I can't, because he just doesn't offer anything, Sissoko, anymore. As much as people might be thinking it, he doesn't do anything for us. And if I see him start, my heart's going to drop, mate. Honestly.
Go on, Danny. Go on.
I was going to say, right. So for me, I think all of us now, we want to see Toby and Rodon start this game, right? But considering what's been going on with Toby, we don't know what's going on. Not even Ali Gold even came out, was it today or yesterday in his YouTube video, and he was saying he was quite shocked about what was going on. And a lot of the players are a bit sort of unhappy of what's happened, because it's obviously looked like he's lying, and it's like Mourinho's got a different agenda to what's actually going on. So who knows what's going on? But if he doesn't start him, I kind of fear for Toby, because we all know he's probably our best defender, and he should really be starting in a game like this. Because I don't want to see Sanchez start again, to be honest. Not after that. I mean, you know Sanchez, right? He has his games where he has the odd mistake in him, but against Newcastle, it was mistake after mistake. Like, it was just it was awful watching it. And I think we've all been calling for it. And I really want to see Toby and Rodon start. And if they do start, then there's more of a chance. I feel we could nick a 2-1, but I think I'm still going to go with the safe bet here. I'm going to go over 1-1 here.
I was sitting on a
I'm
fence
gonna
again.
upset some Tottenham fans here, but I'm gonna go 1-1 here.
Let's get some chats in. And Evan says Spuds to smash United 6.
Yeah, I'd love to, mate. I'd love it.
You'll be calling it the British Airways Stadium soon, Simon. I call it whatever, mate. If that's gonna bring us money, big signings, big trophies, call it whatever you want. The Amazon Bowl, whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Carlos says we're going to put in a big performance and get the win.
I hope so. I hope so, Carlos.
Oh, sorry about this, mate. We've literally we've got lots of comments going in. Paul's saying, Eunice, I will call the stadium Highbury if it meant we have a huge transfer budget. Oh, Paul, thanks for coming in, though, Paul. Absolutely.
Cheers, Paul.
Danny, Paul is sensational, mate.
Yeah, I see him everywhere as well.
Yeah, he's everywhere. He's fantastic. Paul. He's fantastic. As you say, Matt, got to get a haircut if you win. Lewis 2705. I feel there will be changes in the team from the last 2 games. We looked shaky against Newcastle. Toby needs to start for me. I think Toby's fine.
I
mate.
agree.
Him and Josie are fine, mate. You say
Toby and
Paul. Yeah. Yusuf. Brian says Evan, thanks for the comment on winning the quiz. Also, being called Bagel is something I think in my life. Being Jewish, a surname Daigle is a nickname. It's too so obvious. Cody says 3-0 Spurs. Predict the unpredictable.
That is Cody all over. That is.
Yes. We're all going to be stuck writing boys back in. And Brian says everyone that says it to me thinks they are the first person to come up with it. Yeah, I know. I
want to know what Brian Daigle's prediction is for the weekend. I really want to know what his prediction is.
Yeah, Brian, what's your prediction, pal? You should say, how's Matt new look, Paul? You'll be surprised if Carrick come on against us and scores. Bob says, will a win paper over cracks?
Definitely. 100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
Ryan, sorry if I offended you. I said bagel because it rhymes with bagel. Yes, Fox is back in the chat. He's saying fair comments, lads. Thanks, Lee, for coming back in, mate. Paul says, Bobby, we need billboards to cover cannons. Paper in the cracks is enough. It's not enough, mate. Cody says, I have a theory about Toby. Toby is the mole.
Oh, I want to hear more about that, Cody. I want to hear more about that.
Yes. Cody, I don't think Toby lives under dirt. And Bobby saying, Evans Football Talk, if Brian appears, oh, Jesus Christ.
You've been dagled.
Everyone has a spam. You've been dagled with 5 messages. Bob Swear saying, you've been dagled. Yes, I have, mate. I think so. And Lee says a 1-1 like you, Danny. A fair shout.
Yeah, I think so.
Says, nice curtains, Danny. Told you, he's a joker.
He's loving it. He's loving the scouting of the room here.
Sorry, I meant Spud Smash. I know exactly what you meant. The 7-2 and 6-1 game.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Imagine that again. Wow. No offense taken whatsoever. It's a nickname that has followed me everywhere and never. Yusuf says Paul is known for his sense of humour. Dan, you've got to know. Yes, yeah, we know Dan. We know Dan knows Paul's now. Oh yeah, thanks. You have a channel. And Brian says I predict that I will still have a Lively, and it will be 2-2. Wow,
yeah, he's going for a draw as well. Yeah, that's a good prediction.
And Clive says we'll have the only loss away this season and not lost in London. One at Spurs, Arsenal, and Fulham, and Palace was a draw. It's home form. What has cost less for this season? All right, Clive.
Yeah,
fair enough, pal.
That's true.
Big up Robbie Richards, my cousin. Yes, Rob. West Ham, absolutely.
Hello, Robert.
West Ham, Europe, here we come. Love you, you spud cuds. Yes, I'm glad you're back on the thing, Rob. I can get this, and you can come on, mate, often, mate. Brilliant. I love Robbie. He's brilliant. And Yusuf says many comments in here. Danny, you've got a gang with you. Yes, Danny's banging the gang tonight. He's banging them all. Hate Lee, I predict hate. Bloody what a spell. But he says Dan tidy the effing bed.
Bob, I only just got back, mate. I only just got back. I came straight on.
Cody says Toby works hard, plays well. Suddenly he's on the outs for no reason. Jose says he will find the mole, and everyone stops talking, except Toby's dad. No one suspects the nice guy.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I saw something on that. I saw something about them doing an interview with Toby's dad, and he said something like, "Well, basically touching on what Cody just said, that there's no problem with Jose." And we'll see what happens on Sunday. We'll see what happens on Sunday. Because for me, Toby needs to start. Simple as.
Absolutely, Danny. 100% with that one, mate. Does Dan have a channel? No, he hasn't got a channel. I'll be the first.
Not yet, but something's in the pipeline.
Yeah, that's it, Danny. Yeah, yes. Danny's getting one. Yes, Dan. Dan, that's not. That bed is more capped. With my the Yusuf says Robbie Richards is your cousin and he's a West Ham fan. What's up with these London fans? And Yusuf, nice curtains like them. Clive says we will get something from West Ham on Sunday, lads. Go on, Clive. Yes. Positivity. That's what. So yes, guys, I'm going 3-1 Tottenham in this one. I'm going big, guys. I'm going out big. 3-1 Tottenham. I think Toby will start. I think Toby will start. I don't think there's nothing between him and Jose. I'm telling you now, I just think it's a lot of myth, guys, going along. That's just my opinion. Me personally, I think Jose. He knew this sort of game's coming up, mate. I'm telling you now. He thought we had enough to beat the Geordies, and we should have got that over line. And I do like Kane's comments after that game. I mean, they've got to be better. I love them comments, and I think Kane be taking it onto the training ground during the week, mate. And I think he'll be kicking ass on that training ground. And I think we'll win this comfortably.
Saying that though, you have seen Kane do that quite a fair amount of times this season, and you kind of feel for him because it's like you kind of get it's like the same story that he keeps having to say this again and again. It's like these players keep letting him down, and I don't think he's going to leave in the summer because I don't think anyone's going to afford to buy him anyway for what Levy wants for him. But they need to get the defense sorted. They've got to get that defense sorted in the summer. But yeah, if Toby starts, I think we might have a better chance of winning this tomorrow on Sunday.
Absolutely, Danny. Beloved Hotspur saying, sorry guys, but I'm going with 5-1 Spurs. Go on, Ad. Yes.
He's going for it.
And Paul says Sacramento is the mole. He wants the head coach job. But you never know. You never know, Paul.
Throwing a spanner in the works there.
I think Danny Rose could be the mole. Yeah, another one in there. Danny
Rose has been a mole for years.
Yeah, he's been a troublemaker. Yes, guys. So we have got this one coming up on Sunday evening, 7 p.m. Guys. We'll just raffle through these last ones quick. Sheffield United versus Arsenal, guys, 7 p.m. Sunday. And Sheffield United, mate, they've got a massive injury list, mate. They've got Basham, Burge, O'Connell, Robertson, Rodwood, Sharp. But the thing is, Arsenal got no David Luiz and no Tierney. And they're two crucial players.
Sheffield United didn't play too bad against Leeds. Even though they lost the game, they didn't play too bad.
Too bad, exactly. Danny, can you see something that Sheffield United can get out of this?
Not really, if I'm honest. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be an Arsenal demolition job whatsoever because they're not playing great either. The Tottenham game flattered to deceive really for them. I think that was a typical Spurs let them play and they didn't do anything and they thought they're better than they were. So I think it's going to be maybe. Do you know what? This game could even be a draw. I can see a draw here because Arsenal not doing too great either. But But Sheffield United, really, they're going down. They've got nothing to play for, really. I think it's just a matter of mathematically once they're going to be announced, they're going to be relegated. So I'll probably go 2-1 Arsenal with this one. I think they probably will just scrape this one.
Wow. Right. Danny's gone 2-1 Arsenal. I just think Arsenal, because Arsenal's playing tonight, Arsenal do not return into the league after a European game. Very good. And go away to Sheffield United. Okay, Sheffield United's got them. They have got them injury worries, but as you said, they didn't play too bad against Leeds.
No, they didn't.
This league is throwing up surprises every single week, mate, and it would not surprise me if this throws up an absolute surprise at the weekend. And me personally, I can see Sheffield United doing it 2-1.
Really? You're going for it?
I'm going for it. I can see Sheffield United doing it.
I'll eat my hat. I'll eat my hat if Sheffield United win against Arsenal.
Oh dear. Got a couple
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. It'd just be great if they can beat them on Sunday.
Oh mate, it'd be lovely, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Cody says if Spurs get battered, at least want to see some fight. Absolutely, Cody.
Yeah.
Even if it's between our own players, let's a last chance to get up off the mat and take the opportunity. Absolutely, Cody. Absolutely, mate. And Evan says my trim is worse than that bed, I swear. And Robbie says bring it on, Leicester boy. We're all going on the European tour. Go on, Robs. Get in there, lad. Evan says Sheffield United beat Arsenal 3-0 with a Basham hat-trick. He's not playing, mate. He's out at the minute.
He's out, isn't he?
Yeah. And Brian says, don't forget Sheffield United will be starting with 12 players. Abba will be so useless. He will help Sheffield United. Yeah, exactly, Brian. Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, I don't want no one to come back to me and say I'm thinking Aubameyang's better than Kane. Absolutely trust that.
I said people are deluded if they think that. And it's mostly Arsenal fans who think that because they're delusional anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Paul says, I think it'll be a 2-2. And okay, Ramsdale hat-trick. This guy's off his earlier. So, guys, then we're going to the last
beers early tonight.
He has, isn't it? He's gone to... so we're going to this 6 o'clock on Monday, guys, and it's this one. It's West Brom versus Southampton, guys. Jesus Christ, another one. There's no new injury news for both of them. Looks like they're on full strength. And the head-to-heads in the last, West Brom's come off that really good win against Chelsea. And Southampton have won the last couple of games as well, scoring 6 goals in the last 2 games. And Southampton coming on top, winning the last 5 in the head-to-heads between these two. Are you giving West Brom any hope in this one, or can you see Southampton doing it, mate?
Oh, if it's hard to say because if they play like they did against Chelsea, they've got an unbelievable chance, and they are fighting for their lives. They really want to stay in this league, even though I don't see it. They're going to want to try as best as they can. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to go for a West Brom win. I'm going to say 3-2 to West Brom. I think there's going to be goals in this game. Yeah, I think there's going to be goals in this game.
Wow, 3-2. To me, Thiago Silva didn't get sent off. I couldn't see that happening. I really do. I agree. I agree. I think that changed the game, and I think Chelsea, as you said, it just crumbled. Literally just crumbled. But without Thiago Silva, because he's been a key to Chelsea's backline this season.
Yes.
To me, I can see Southampton winning this, mate. I really can. To be a tough one, as you said, mate. Really tough one. I can see a 2-1 Southampton, mate. It's going to be a very, very, very tight one. And we've got a couple of comments here. Robbie says, I'll eat my hump because if Sheffield United win. I'll tell you that joke afterwards in the background code. Cody says, cheers, guys. Let's do the dirty double on those lot from Manchester Glory. Yes, Cody, thanks for coming in, pal. Absolutely appreciate it, mate. So I appreciate everyone joining the chat so far, guys. We're going on to the last game, guys. Smash the like, guys. Just subscribe if you already haven't.
Smash that like, guys.
Yes, absolutely, mate. And we've gone to the last one, guys. it's the 8:15, guys. I've got it. Oh, I thought it was the 8 p.m. Forget the 8 p.m. guys. It's the 8:15, guys, on Monday.
Oh.
Brighton versus Everton. This is gonna be a good game. Very good game, Danny. There's no injury news to coming out this, mate. So looks like the full strength. Head to head. Brighton have won twice out the last 5 and lost 3. Everton have lost 3, won 1, and drawn 1. And in the head to head, Danny, before we get to you, mate, Everton have won 3 and Brighton won 2. How do you see this coming, mate?
I think they're both in a similar kind of form, these two at the moment, like a bit up and down. And Brighton haven't had the best results because they've had more of their results away from home this season. It's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be a draw. And the only team I can see nicking it, I think Brighton actually could nick this one. But I'm going to go 2-2 with this game. I'm going to go 2-2.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-2.
Yeah, I can see goals in this as well, Danny. Brighton have been really good at home. They've been really, really good. As I know,
lately they have. Yeah. But before the first half of the season, they hadn't won a game all season until they came up against, of course, us. They're going to
win. So as you don't know what Everton's going to turn up, Danny. This is the point with Everton.
That's the thing.
With Everton.
Brighton are quite consistent in the way they're playing, and they've kind of they're just been unlucky in some of the games. So that's why I said I think it's going to be a draw. But if anyone I can see nicking it, I think Brighton are going to nick it. Potentially maybe a 3-2, but I'm going to go 2-2 for this one.
I'm going to go a tight 2-1 Brighton, Danny.
Okay.
2-1 Brighton. It could be 2-2. It's between 2-2 and 2-1. I think Brighton. I think they're just on the better form at the minute, and they're playing a better football at the minute. I said with Everton, you don't know what Everton's going to turn up. You know what I mean? But with the quality Everton's got though, with James, Calvert-Lewin, and Richarlison and Sickerson, and I mean they've got some real good talent. But so has Brighton. I mean, so it's going to be a really good game. But I'm going to go a 2-1. So guys, just go for the last comments here before we head off, and because me and Danny's on the Spurs zone with Tommy. Check it out, guys. 10:30, guys, tonight. If you want to see more of me and Danny, if Danny's, I think Danny's coming. Danny's still going on.
Yeah, still going on.
So we're both going to be on there at 10:30. Get over to the Spurs. Was it called the Spurs Zone TV? On YouTube, and get over to watch us with Tommy. And we're going to talk some more Spurs, guys. Cody says, cheers, guys. I already read that one. Paul says, Danny, where are you, your family from in Greece? I worked for summer in Tavos in 2005. It was messy.
They're from Cyprus, actually. Cyprus is where we're from.
Here we go. Cyprus, not Greece there, Paul, unluckily. Evan says 2-1 Brighton, Sanchez, brace, and James goal. And yes, John Daly. Yes, pal, from London again. Go on, John. Ain't seen you for a while, pal. He's a big Everton fan, this John.
Okay.
Everton far better away from home, so I'll go for them. All right, then, John. You would go with Everton. You're not going to back against your team, obviously. Yusuf says, I didn't predict last game, was so angry. Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, you missed out. There's a lot of you who missed out on points last week, guys. Did you say you don't know if Evan will turn up? Well, I'm here, mate. I could play better than Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And Paul says Everton are good away from home and really bad at home. Yes, that's what John just said there. Brian said I will be coming on Spurs Zone TV.
I thought you was.
You're on, Brian.
Mr. Daigle.
See you later, cuz. And your spud mate. Yes, Robbie.
Yes, Robert.
And Brian, the best is my nickname for Brian. Right, guys. That's it, guys. That's the Premier League. And yes, Josh is in the house. Go on the
Josh.
Spurs debate. Get over to the Spurs debate. Hit up, subscribe to each other, and Bob Spur TV, and Will as well. Brian Daigle. Get over to Brian's Tottenham Away, guys, as well. There's so many Spurs content channels out there at the minute. It's unbelievable, guys. It's brilliant. And Robbie says, Spud, mate. Not exactly what you meant, mate. Josh, no samosas. Sunday samosas. Yes, Josh. Sunday
samosa day.
So, guys, if you're still in the chat and you are joining to our table, this is the table so far, guys. I am in first place on 46, guys. Second is Inner Turnish with 39. Third is Das and Adam, 36. Fourth is Matt on 35. Fifth is Kev on 34. Sixth is Wayne, 29. Seventh is Claire and Yusuf on 27. Eighth is Rob, 24. Ninth is the 1894 podcast Man City fan, and Mick on 23. 10th is Harry on 16. 11th is Luke and JP on 6. And Liz is last on 4 points, guys. Okay, guys, so that's it. So get your comments in, guys, your predictions. So once this has been loaded up, in a minute, go and find this video on the channel. Hit the comment up, guys, and leave your predictions in there, guys. We've got 8 games to go. So you can still win this one, guys. You can still win this league and still win that shirt of your choice at the end of the season. I'll buy anyone a shirt of the choice if you win it, guys. And if I come first, second place, whoever's in second, I will get them a shirt as well. Before we go out, Evan says only if Spurs win. Remember, Spurs to make 400 subs. Yes, we made it. We've got 401 now. Runners on the show. And Paul says fix every time. Nah, it's not a fix. That I'm just good at this prediction. Spurs mate, congratulations. Yes, Josh. Thanks for that. Mick says hi, Simon. Let's go, Mick. Why is everyone coming in now while we're finished? 399 now, Josh. I just undescribed. Well, it'll be 400 because I was on 401 when I come on, guys. Spurs debate samosas always. Right, guys, we are going to head out now, guys. Thanks for everyone who's tuned tonight. It's been a fantastic support. It was my first time on Facebook. I've had a few Facebook guys on here as well. So I know it works. So it's brilliant. So go and check out the channel, guys. Thanks for Danny. Danny, when I can follow you, mate, on Twitter?
Yeah, you can follow me at Danny Kiriakou. I can send it over across to you. We can put it in the comments. But yeah, my channel is something that's going to be, it's in the work. So all in good time. It's something that me and some other guys are working on. So it's going to be something with a bit of a twist to it. So yeah, look forward to having that come out soon.
Absolutely, Danny. We'll look forward to that one. So everyone look out for Danny's channel on the rise, guys. And Paul says big up, Danny. And Evan says,
cheers,
Simon, I am not ready. You go and check I always leave my comments. Always leave my comments in there every single week. So if you want to go check all my things, guys. Yes, guys. So thanks for everyone tuning in tonight, guys. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to have Danny on for the first time. We're having
thanks for having me, Simon.
Absolutely fantastic, Danny. So thanks for everyone. Thanks for everyone tuned in. Everyone in the comment section. Thanks for everyone who's tuned in on Facebook. It's been fantastic support as well, guys. And yes, we are over 400 now. Let's get that pushed up to 500, and then let's go for the 1K push, guys. And I said, Danny, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me, Simon. Honestly, it's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Giving up your time, mate. Come on, absolutely fantastic. But we'll have you back on.
Man. Not a problem at all.
Yeah. And as I said, guys, from Premier Hotspur TV, guys, I've been Simon, guys. This has been Danny, guys. So good night. God bless. Remember, guys, 10:30 Spurs Zone TV. Go over to Tommy's channel. You'll see me and Danny over supporting Tommy on his channel. So good night. God bless, guys. And we'll leave you with this video, guys.
Tottenham
Guys, thank you very much. Good night. God bless. And Danny,
Good night,
come on,
everyone.
you Spurs. Come on,
Come
you
on,
Spurs.
you Spurs.
Come on. Come on.